Milwaukee suburbs. All right. Skill space. I think this one is going to be a bit of a walk because there's really not much to see this time. But it is August 2026 and had an opportunity to see what's going on at the turf. And when I got over there, there's some major construction. So I was like, well, I guess this is a pretty cool moment. This important skate park. So I was like, all right. I think give it a try. I mean, and then I also thought like, well, I'm really glad that we got that previous video in. But it's going to change now because this is kind of like some skill items. It's a good question. Is cornhole skill? That's a good one. Well, it's more fun than competitive. It's not necessarily competitive, but it is a little competitive. But it's like in the miniature golf realm. And snowboarding, yeah, that's like skill right there. So yeah, that's true. Like skiing, snowboarding, that's like skill because it can't. See, I feel like that's an example where it's like that might be like juggling. That might be hard skill because it's non-competitive in its essence. Like if you go to the slopes and you're like, hey, I want to, even with my buddies, my friends, and we're gonna go ski or snowboard, or maybe there's some other things to do. Another type of board or something. I don't know. But ski and snowboard, I feel like my sense is that there was a moment, like snowboards came in and everyone's like, this is annoying. The ski community was. Then snowboards became like pretty popular. Then they made them died down. It like went into a little bit of a dip, but then it's like kind of coming back. And I feel like they're in 2026 there might be like a decent like synergy where it's like, yeah, you want to snowboard, you want to ski. I mean, skiing has a much longer history, which also gets into, figure skating. That would probably be skill, and couple skating would probably be pretty analogous to passing when you're juggling. Similar. So yeah, I'm glad that came up. I'm glad to be able to take a look at the, unfortunately those were, I think they were water damaged or something, or pretty old. They were ready to go, I guess. But they're out there. Hopefully, maybe someone would, usually that means that, maybe if someone sees them in the neighborhood, they're like, oh, I think maybe I could use it. It happens. Garbage goes. Okay. So yeah, in cornhole. So it's a little bit competitive, not so much. You could do it on your own. You could play cornhole all day. practicing and doing like using it as a skill. Maybe what are the chances is that what's the chance that see, as far as skill space, it's like this seems pretty nice right here, but that's private property, pretty sure. So yeah, not a good idea. So what's the chance that there's a person who only plays cornhole, like for them? They never play with anyone else. They just practice on their own. I guess there might be someone who's like they have no one to play with, so that like they got the cornhole, and then they're like, well, like I know that people play the cornhole with other people, but I don't have anyone to play against for whatever reason. Maybe they're it's a desert island cornhole. So I guess there might be a situation in which that happens, but it's probably very, very rare. I would say very rare. But yeah, so cornhole has like a skill thing. Oh yeah, and then also cornhole, is like a beanbag basically, and you're throwing it. So throwing beanbags, that sounds like juggling. So it's good to like get out. I did, because when I was at West Quaddy Head, these are things that skiing, snowboarding didn't come up, cornhole didn't come up. So I mean, these are gonna like the list just it gets going. Like there's like when I feel like I'm somewhere in like the 50%, maybe 60%. I feel like there's still a lot to go as far as mapping it out. So this is interesting too, because this area, hopefully we'll get a good view of the park, or what's going on at the park. This is Loomis Road Park and Ride. Is that like a carpool thing? I don't know what that is. Park and Ride. Okay. But they're doing a lot of construction over here on this side. So I'm wondering if that is in relationship to what's going on the other side. The other thing is that this is not Milwaukee technically, I'm pretty sure. Sometimes with these roads, and you kind of, you could be on one side of the road as one part of town, or one it could be this suburb, and then the other side of the road is another suburb. But so anyway, so I'm not sure if this is. I know this isn't Milwaukee. I'm pretty sure this is Greenfield, but I know the skate park is in Greenfield. When we were there, we saw that. So this is, and this is just like, here's a situation where I don't know if anyone like planted these grasses. So this is kind of interesting. Like, here's an example of like where, hey, maybe in the cataclysmic story, or for whatever reason, there was a piece of land that just stuff just grew. It might look like this. This is pretty dense, and it looks like there's a variety of plants and stuff. It's interesting. Yeah, I mean, you see this from time to time. You come across a piece of land that is sort of like has lain dormant for a few years, and all this I mean, it's obviously, if it's the desert, it's different. If it's you're gonna get a different type of thing by a coastline or by the shore. But like here in the prairie states, this is also August, so this is like it's really. It's really, this is the This is the time of year where this type of growth would be like at its the most. Well, it looks like this doesn't seem too much like a trail. I don't know. See, this is where you get. This is where you don't want to really. Don't do this. I just don't have like a good alternative right now. I mean, I could. The other option would be to cross the street. I guess. I'd rather not walk in the middle of the street or in the street. So I guess I'm trudging through this area. So all the construction they're doing. You know, and this also just illustrates the, you know, kind of how, you know, remote is a strange word, because in a suburb, because everything is pretty close together. But, yeah, it's kind of a remote. The turf is kind of in a remote part. Like it's kind of like it's near this expressway. It's near this road. Like it's a 3-lane road that doesn't have like anywhere to turn off really. I'm pretty sure they're going to be, you know, making ample parking at the turf, like when it's completed. It's coming up, just by the way. Coming up. Yeah, I mean, look, that's southeast, northwest. It's a pretty hefty sign right there. This is some sort of health, medical type of place, or don't exactly know. Something with medical services. It's coming. We're almost there. They got Milwaukee leather. Premium motorcycle detailing. Milwaukee Moto detail. Looks like something to do with motorcycles. And all right, here we are. The turf. The turf as it is currently. 2026. Looks like actually some people are skating it. I see a skateboard. So yeah, this is like, I mean, we already got that video. I'm glad I came out already, because this is, you know, to see a skater out here, another skater, on my board. I don't know how they're getting out here, there. But yeah, I mean, it's amazing compared to the last video. Yeah, I see multiple skaters, so there must be a way in.